Okay, I'm in Cuddy. I've already put in all my pieces that I need, and now I'm going to go to the optimizer. Everything looks good. I'm going to run it. Sheet alignment during the Y cut phase. This is what we're talking about. We want to be on the right-hand side to utilize our 12-foot saw. Green check, everything looks great. Screen comes up, green lights flashing. Pusher's in motion. It's telling us to load it on the right. You've got the diagram right there. And we're going to show you how that all works. You'll notice we have our material sitting on the lift here on the right-hand side, easy to get onto the tables. Then after it rips it out, we're going to scoot it over to the left-hand side with our side aligner up against the fence. And then all that's coming out this table are finished products onto this table right here. So we selected our height to be 10 boards per book, 2.5 inches of acrylic at one time. You guys might want to fire up those air tables. Bottom center icon. And you're going to want to slide them all the way in first because it's going to be heavy and hard to move all those at once. So I would slide them all the way up, just walk right down the center and get them in position. Since this is about production and all the blade is going to start on the right-hand side, you have to make sure you're as far to the right as you can. We're leaving about 1/2 inch of phenolic showing. You don't want to be over the top of the phenolic or else the pressure beam is not actually pushing down on anything. The reason we have to have it as far to the right as possible is because the blade's going to drop about right there. So if you have it too far to the left to try to get it into more grippers, it may not cut all the way through your material, and then you're going to have to restart. It doesn't necessarily matter. It's hard for people to realize that it doesn't matter that all of these pieces are not going to be aligned with each other back and forth. It's okay if they're 1/4 inch, 1/8 inch apart. They don't have to smack them all around to try to get them perfect. What is most important is that every single sheet is up against them grippers. Then once you get them loaded, they'll take a little smacker block and get them, make sure all the sheets are nice and tight and snug up against those grippers before it draws it back. This is where we need the foot pedal to be right here, because then when he gets into this middle here, he can just come in, keep some pressure on this, and help it back when it first starts going, rather than walking all the way back around the table to hit the green button to say go. Good to go. We have our water lubrication on right now. You can hear it maybe. Helping keep that blade cool because we're doing a lot of cuts. Want to give it a pause? This allows the operators to get the trim out, make sure that the cut looks good, speed's good, and get the drop out. We have the surplus set to the front so that everything comes out nice and smooth. We are looking pretty good here. Yeah, we're looking perfect. I'm going to start this, guys. It's going to come out at you. Beam's going to come down, grippers are going to open back out. See, all my material is sitting over here. Now you can imagine if there's multiple rips happening and you're going to have to select which one goes next, they're all out of your way and ready to come over here up against the fence.